And my class teacher told me that, hey Kwang, hey, what's up? Why? You should come to France.
Did you sincerely believe in all those propaganda about the dictator when you were in
Yeah,
North
of course. When I was living there, I really, really trusted them, and
Korea?
I wanted to that I can give my life.
For them?
Korea, I've learned that United States is our the sworn enemy
Yeah,
of
for
North
sure.
Korea.
Yeah.
So the reason why you are studying English that you're gonna fight against the United States.
North Korea is really special country. It's like a very demon country. Yeah, it may be right, but
In there, still living many, many ordinary people.
Right.
And it's not different with other places like where the people are living.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the country that normal people are living.
Yeah.
But the normal people are getting suffered
Mm-hmm.
from the devil, from the earth demon. The
Yeah.
people are not demon.
Yeah.
I want to say that. So
We
I'm
agree.
running my YouTube channel like that way.
So hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special guest. This is my first guest to my channel. He's my fellow North Korean defector, and I always say there are not that many North Korean defectors who can speak English, and he's one of them. He still resides in South Korea, but he also started YouTube channel like myself and trying to raise awareness about North Korea. I really hope you find his story inspiring as much as I did, and I think I cannot wait to share his story from North Korea to freedom. So let me welcome Kwangmyung to this channel.
So hi, Gangnam.
Hello.
How are you
Hello.
today?
Fine. Good.
what about you?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain much. Can you introduce yourself?
Oh, hello guys. My name is Kwangmyung Lee. I'm from North Korea. In 2008, I was living in Cheongjeon City in North Hamgyong Province. It's very northern city in North Korea near the Russia. And now I'm living in South Korea as a employee in a construction company at marketing part. Um, and currently I'm running my own YouTube channel too, which name is Kwanghachi from North Korea.
Yeah, I cannot wait to share your channel with the people because
Because I have seen some of things that you do, it's really interesting, and
you're also a really good singer.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Just like singing, but I'm not a singer.
Mm. So now I think you and I have arrived in South Korea around the same time, if I remember it correctly, right?
Yeah,
I
maybe.
South Korea in 2009, and I remember seeing you
Yeah, me
very.
too.
In the, I'm not sure the exact place, but I remember that I've ever seen you.
Before in South Korea.
Yeah, I
Uh,
definitely remember seeing you, and it's been 10 years, and life has changed.
yeah, it's 10 years.
How so? You have a very interesting background, right? You were living in a major city in the northern part, and you went to this school, the gifted school, right?
Yeah.
You were selected to this very high share, a specialized school where only smart and also very complicated kids go.
Oh, should be rich maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you
Yeah.
rich?
Um,
I'm not sure. I'm. I was so rich, but I didn't feel any difficulty in like economic standard because my father was the government employee, government servant. So public servant. What can I say that? 공무원. Anyway, so my family was not so bad in the economic condition. So and I like study when I was in North Korea. So
so
Mm.
I dreamed big when I was there. So
Oh.
so I refused to get the ordinary high school.
so I told my parents that I want to go to the special purpose high school to study hard, and I want to be a big guy, like a great guy in North Korea. Of course, I can't be greater than the Kim's family. Anyway, I want to be a very nice servant for him.
Maybe.
Wow, so you work for the party.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I
so
wanted.
Did you sincerely believe in all this propaganda about the dictator when you were in
Yeah,
North
of
Korea?
course. When I was living there, I really, really trusted them, and I wanted to that I can give my life
For them, like that, I can suicide for myself.
So,
for the Kim's family. Like I was so loyal North
mhm,
Korean person maybe when I
mhm.
was there. Yeah, so
I went to the high school. The high school was foreign language school. So there were three language courses like Chinese, Russian, and English. But I majored in English because my mom told me that the United States is the biggest country in the world. So Russian and Chinese will not helpful for you. So you should learn English. So okay, so I majored in English. First time it was really difficult, but as you know, in North Korea, we don't have much chances to.
get the foreign languages or to see the foreigners in North Korea.
Okay.
So I really really enjoyed to learn English when I was there.
Um,
So I studied myself alone. Nobody forced me to study because I did it well by myself.
wow, so you taught yourself, like in North Korea,
So how does it work? Because in North Korea,
even though when people learn English, right, they get to learn British English. They are not like learning American English.
Yeah, I think so. I think I learned the British one, but I forgot all. Because I came here and it's been 10 years, so mostly forgot. I forgot most of the word and most of the accent, and all of the South Koreans are using American English, so
I don't know what I'm using right now, but anyway,
Your English is amazing. So right now, so when you were in school in that most like gifted school for the elite kids, right?
hmm?
Did you learn anything about the world like America or South Korea? What did you learn about the rest of the countries in the world?
When I was in North Korea, I've learned that United States is our the sworn enemy
Yeah,
of
for
North
sure.
Korea.
Yeah.
So the reason why you are studying English that you're gonna fight against the United States. So you should study hard and you should
to be helpful for the North Korea when we.
fight against the United States.
That is so
That was
they
the purpose.
really that was the purpose of they are teaching English to kids.
Yeah.
to fight against their enemy.
Yes, of course.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Then how about can you give me this context when we talk about, rich life in North Korea? Like when we say comfortable, but people really don't get it. Like when we say rich in North Korea, it's a very different standard of being rich
Of course.
than in America. So like, did you have 24 hours like running electricity at home?
No, I didn't. Even though I was so rich, I can't use my own electricity.
This
Right.
electricity comes from the government or like fire stations. I don't know. What can I say that? Power stations?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the government
Government should give us the electricity, but
the government doesn't have enough electricity. Most of electricity goes to the military factory or like military facilities.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I was rich or my family was the very high class in North Korea,
we can't use the electricity freely.
Right. Then
mm,
did you have a running water?
yeah, water is different by the.
Districts or like province cities, it's really different the conditions, but
Fortunately, my city has enough water, baby. So
Oh,
we don't have any problems with the water. But
oh,
uh,
on the others, like rural cities or like the farm cities, they don't have any water, so they use the well or like tuna pump. Yes. I'm not sure as you know or not, but in the summer vacations when I was a high school student, we go to the farm cities to help, right, for a month. So I didn't know when I was living in Chongqing City, but when I go to the rural cities for help, I know that they don't have enough waters or enough water, and they don't have much less electricity than us.
Right.
Yes, I knew that at the time.
Yeah, so I think this is like what the rest of the world doesn't get is that like when we say, oh, some people are doing okay in North Korea, doesn't mean they have all the basic needs. They still
Yeah.
like struggling, and they don't have, of course, like middle class in North Korea do not have cars. They don't have
Yes.
any like public transportation, right? And but still like relatives to the fact that you're not hungry.
And you were able to go to good school, that is really like
Not that often that many people.
There was the standard of the rich. Yeah,
Right.
I didn't feel hungry. I didn't concern about the eating
Mhm.
problems,
Mhm.
but the other families or the other cities, they
Mhm.
really don't have enough food to eat.
Mhm.
Like lack of rice, lack of water, or
Mhm.
lack of like more kimchi and so on and vegetables.
Everything is not enough for the others.
But as I can say that I was rich is the reason is that I didn't feel any problems about the food.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
and about the clothing.
Right.
So I think so.
I think that's really like important to share with my audience is that
you know, here in America, when you think of a rich, is like you have your own like yacht.
or private
No,
having a summer house, and like in North Korea, when we are saying rich, is like we just have something enough to eat and to survive.
yeah.
That's like
First, the big difference is the big difference.
Between the United States and North Korea is that when you think about the rich, it's like who has a very big yacht or have a plane or have a very sports luxury cars. It's really different because United States is not a socialism country, right? And then but the North Korea is socialism and it's the dictatorship.
It's Kim's country. It's not my country.
right.
It's Kim's country. So even though they say that North Korea is our people's country,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or lying. Definitely it's
yeah.
all lying to people.
So we don't have any
Mm-hmm.
free rights.
To have our own properties like cars, monies, or like real estates, or my own or like yacht. You can't even dream it. It's really different.
We didn't even
Yes.
know this kind of word existed when you're in North Korea, right? Did you like so when you what point you made you to think like I have to escape to from North
Escape from
Korea?
North Korea. uh,
For me, when I was about 14, 15, my father was my father died. He was sick. He has problems in his liver, liver. Anyway, yeah, he died. So my mom
decided to go to China to ask for help. She
Oh,
didn't escape from North Korea.
she made a passport, North Korean passport, and goes for travel. She went for travel to China. We have relatives in China, so the due date of the
passport,
mm-hmm. The
visa,
yeah,
uh,
the
visa
exploration.
was 3 months, but
Mm.
but after 3 years,
she hadn't come back to
Oh,
North Korea.
really? Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, I think that it was good. China was good for her.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you know,
someone who escaped from North Korea, he can't ever go back. Yeah, yeah. So she didn't come back. But as I told you, I was a very nice, good student in high school, and I was good at studying, and I was the top place. Like when I take exams, when we took exam,
the I was always on the top position
Wow.
in the school. So and as I told you, I dreamed big,
Yeah.
but
after she didn't come back, my situation was getting worse, and the perspectives from the school and the teachers really different. They're changing, and they always say, "Oh, when does your mother coming back?" And what will you to be if you don't mother?
If your mother doesn't come back,
Wow.
your future will ruined, or
Right.
you could go to the jail or go to the like rural cities for farmer.
So I thought that what was the future in of my life here?
What shall I do? So I
Mhm.
thought that okay, people must die
Yeah.
someday. Yeah,
Wow.
really,
Who are
people
you?
must die. So I still think
Yeah.
this way.
Mm-hmm.
Life is from born, birth,
Mm-hmm.
and living and dead. I
Right.
think so. So I thought that okay, then I can't avoid the death. So
Mm-hmm.
how shall I live
Mm-hmm.
the process, the living process? How can I spend the time?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I don't want to be a farmer.
I, I will escape.
I will
Right.
go to look for my mother.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to escape, and I
Okay.
came out from there 2008.
2008. Did you cross the Duman River to which
So
area?
I'm not river
River. Oh,
from
I
Hesan
crossed the
City.
river. Oh my God, really? I
Yeah,
escaped Hesan, so I'm sure we
really.
crossed the same river.
You were
Yeah.
living in Hesan?
Yes, I was living
Really?
in Hesan.
My mother was born in Hesan City.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But I think like it's such a giving up. So when you made that decision, you were like still teenager,
Yeah, I was
It's 17. I was 17.
and you're
16, 17.
fighting for your life. And
Before that, the first time I decide, when I was about 16, 17, I decided to escape.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that time, that was the
2 years after my mother went to China. So I decided to escape. So I was get ready. But one day, uh, as you know, there are many like the public events in North Korean high schools, like public executions or like public trials.
so one day, the teacher told me that we have like a public trial, so all of the high school students should go.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever come to Cheongju City before?
No, I heard a lot about it, but never did
Okay.
something.
There's a River.
In Cheongju City, it's really big. So I went there, but it was the public execution day. Those 3 men were killed by shot, and my class teacher told me that, hey Kwang, hey what's up? Why? You should come to front. Why? Your mother has went to China and she didn't come back.
So you should be rearmed, like
We
in mentally.
right.
Yes, like so you should what's this?
uh Execution in the front.
Oh my.
So okay. So I went to the front. The
But
first
you're still
time,
minor. You're still like teenager.
yeah, I would try it. I would try it.
By that time, I thought that nobody had seen the real.
Executions before. So
Mm-hmm.
we always uh a man gunshot on TV, like on dramas or like film movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that it was like I was curious.
Yeah, yeah.
I was curious about that, so I went to the front, but
The real was really crucial and really.
terrifying. Yeah, it was crazy.
Do you
I
still
still remember the fight very
wow,
clearly.
mama? Mm-hmm. So that
So
scared you, and then you were like,
yeah,
okay,
of
I'm going.
course, I was really scared.
Yeah.
So wow,
I could be the one who is standing there. So
I give up to escape at the time.
Uh,
And then the second try you made it to
China.
Yeah, in 2008.
How did you go from China to South Korea? Which route did you take?
Oh,
I went to China in 2008, as I told you. And I went to the Xinyang city. I lived there for a year because we don't have any way. We don't know about the way to go to South Korea. So just living there, we live there. We lived there. So one day, mother found a way on the internet. Like there are many internets and the church.
it's like we are going to help you, or like that. But
Right.
first time we didn't believe. So there are many North Korean secret agents
Mm-hmm.
were in China, and they're trying to catch us.
Right.
So we did, we
It was not easy for us to believe them. But
anyway we found many informations about them. So finally we could believe. So they told me that I will send you the broker. So you
Mm-hmm.
should follow him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it they should spend many money, much money to rescue us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one
one time they used the broker. They tried to save as many as those Korean defectors in China. So my house in Shenyang was the basement. So
We call it shelter, right? Yeah.
yeah, like shelter.
Right.
So
Right.
we all gathered at my house, me and my mother and one older brother, one sister, and one mother and daughter.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
We were
seven. We were seven at that time.
so we tried to go to the border city from China to Laos by train.
Right.
So we went to the train station, but at that time, uh,
2008 was the
Beijing.
China Beijing Olympic period. So the it was more dangerous
Right.
because the Chinese policemen really
Mm-hmm.
tried to find out some very bad guys.
or us like. But at the time, my mom and me passed the gate.
And another guys were past the gate, but
Mm-hmm.
one guy had caught by the police.
Oh no.
His appearance was really looked like North Koreans. Like, yeah. Anyway, so
Uh-huh.
he was caught. So wow, but he had our the fake ID cards.
And there's a picture on the ID card, right? So the Chinese police checked up his body and he found it out. And 4 days until Austrian those Korean defectors, they just passed. So they're going to try to catch us. So we ran away. We made a film.
Yeah, we made a movie like
Oh
my
my.
mom and me run away. Oh, there's a police. So,
In a
so
train station, you mean?
hmm?
You guys were getting caught in the train station, or where?
Yeah, we were there in the train station, and the last guy was caught in the gate.
Yeah.
So the policemen came in
Okay.
and they wanted to find us, but
Oh.
mom and me like there's a policeman. He looked like finding us, so we went to the like bookstore, and
Oh,
we didn't know the letters, Chinese letters, but like pretend to read it.
right.
And when it passed, and we go back, and we ran away through the window, through the second
Floor window, and take a taxi, and came.
to my shelter again.
And then, so first try you failed to
Yeah,
go.
failed. And the others also came to my shelter,
Yeah.
but the guy was caught.
Oh no. So did he get sent back to North Korea?
Oh, no. Yeah, the next day, two days later, he called to my mom, and oh, I'm safe. Oh, what's the matter with you? What happened? What happened with you? He told me that when he got to the jail, the police station boss, the highest officer, told him that where are you from? I'm from North Korea. Where were you heading? I was heading to another city to work. I didn't plan. I didn't plan to go to South Korea. I just want to move to another city.
To work
Mm-hmm.
with the other guys. So he told me that, okay, please don't be caught again.
Cause he speak Chinese so well, so well.
Oh,
So
okay.
hey man, please dress up like Chinese or like South Koreans. You look like so.
Yeah.
Anyway, he told me that he told him that
And don't be caught in my area again. Because yeah, they really hate to some problems happens in their area, because of the Beijing Olympic. So we came out. So my mother told me that I should go and took him to the shelter. But I really rejected. No, how can you believe that? It must be a trap.
So you don't have to go. But I told him that. But
How can we ignore him?
Right.
so you should save him. So she go out. I really hate him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
did
anyway, we get it again, and we tried again.
you tried again to go to Laos again?
Yes.
Uh,
And this time we took a bus. But it
yeah.
was safe.
Bus is all I say for like in train they check IDs very
Yeah.
often. And
Yes.
so you took a bus to Laos and then did you go to Laos from South Korea there?
We went to Laos, and we went first.
We went to the Kunming city in China.
Mm,
Uh, and we walked the mountains. We climbed the mountains for 9 hours.
yeah.
It was
Really hot.
Right.
yeah, it was really hard.
I,
It
I
was my
yeah.
mm. Anyway, we got the Laos
Oh yeah. I come to South Korea.
from the Laos, right?
Laos, okay.
Uh,
What was like the hardest memory you have during your escape? When was the like
Most challenging time.
It was
Like the concern.
about being caught by the Chinese police.
yeah.
At the first time when I was escaping from North Korea, when the moment
I decided to escape from North Korea. I thought that
I just go to China, and I was living in China in the future. I didn't know that I could go to
South Korea. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Well, mother told me that in China, the Chinese police was trying to get us and send us to North Korea back. So it's really dangerous. So from that moment, I was so stressful all the time. Yes.
You saw like yeah, in China you have to be like hiding all the time, right?
yeah.
Be invisible, try not to get caught.
That
Wow.
was the most difficult thing for me.
Well, you survived all that, and I met you in
South Korea in 2009. So how was it settling in South Korea? Like, was it hard or how did you overcome?
In South Korean life. First time I really worried about living in South Korea because on the news they are very like Wangta. What can I say? Wangta. Yeah, school bullying problems and the other many problems. So I thought that don't worry, Kwang. You're from North Korea and
You were a North Korean bully, so don't be bullied by South Koreans.
Yeah.
I was full of
like courage. Yes, and I think I met very nice guys in the high school. So they really helped me so much to adapt, to get used to the South Korean life. So I didn't feel any difficulties to living in South Korea.
and
Oh,
I think that I'm good at adapting
mhm.
in any environment. Like so, I was, it was not bad.
So you were not just adopting it, you like exceeded everyone's expectation. You went to the Seoul National University,
Oh
the
yeah,
university in South Korea. How
yes, I was lucky.
no, I don't think you worked really hard. How did you
overcome, like, so a lot of people go through really
traumatic experiences and they say like, oh, something bad happened to me and they get really sad and they don't get work hard as much later. Like what pushed you to work so hard and succeeding in South Korean society?
Okay, first time I came to South Korea, as in the government gave us
Gave us the apartment, but which is really small and really
it's a little bit dirty, like
A lot of
so,
cockroaches, right?
yeah.
Yes,
So
many.
first I thought that wow, it is not the life what I expected.
Right.
So how can I live here in the future?
wow, it's really capitalism. This is the capitalism. I should work, I should earn money myself, and I earn more money than you. That's the capitalism. So what can I do here? I have nothing. I have no any qualifications in living in South Korea. So, okay, first study. Let's study. So I decided to go to the normal high school in South Korea. So the first time there's a like
Training SAT
It's very
test.
hard. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard test.
We took the test every year, but it was not real. It's like practicing, like training.
Mhm.
Yes. And my first test, I was not that bad.
Oh,
And
wow.
so my class teachers told me that, oh, did you study in North Korea? Oh, of course I studied in North Korea. I graduated high school in North Korea, and I've learned mathematics, English, and so on. So, oh, you're not so bad. So why don't you try to go to Seoul National University? What
Wow.
is that? It's the best university in South Korea. So,
Right.
but I didn't get it. So he told me that it's Kim Il-sung University in South Korea. Wow, really?
That's funny.
So
Yes.
I asked him that was I qualified to
Mhm.
go to the university? He's
not
like,
enough. So okay, then I'll do my best.
so I studied.
Wow. What did you study in university in South Korea?
Not socialism.
Yeah.
Sociology?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in South Korea right now, a lot of young people, even in America, really like worship the idea of
Of like socialism, right? Like it's
especially along like young generation. What do you think about that? Like you have seen socialism in North Korea in the first hand.
Socialism. I think socialism is not that bad theory. The theory is not bad. You know, this yeah, let's reach together. Let's eat together. Let's get
My
a
proper
straight
straight together.
That's not bad, but
In real life,
Yeah.
it's gonna it never gonna happen.
Yeah.
the socialism never gonna happen. And I think if the socialism gonna happen,
Mm.
there is very strong Iron Man.
Yeah, there will be
Yeah.
another rise to big
Yeah.
government. Yeah.
Yeah, so in North Korea, Kim's family said that he is the guy, but they're not.
They're just a person. They're rude. They're also rude as the others.
Mm.
Yeah. So
What do you,
socialism totally.
it is
I think.
I can't agree. Are you afraid that South Korea is now going into direction where they're embracing?
Yeah.
Are you
Of
scared? Like,
course.
Well, I think that they will never go to socialism, but
scared.
Recently, it's really weird.
Yeah. Do
It's
you
capitalism. I work hard and I earn money by myself,
right?
but I can't use it.
it's by myself. What the? Is it socialism? Is it North Korea here?
Yeah.
So I don't like. I worry about that.
What's your future like aspiration? Do you want to move to America someday, or what do you want to do with your life now?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
Anyway, I'm living here in South Korea right now, so I'm gonna do my best here. But if I have a chance to go
To another countries or like if my situation will change,
I don't know.
but
Mm,
I'm confident in living anywhere.
right.
Well,
That's the spirit to keep for sure. So, what do you lastly like? The last few questions. Do you think the reunification between North Korea and South Korea can happen? Do you want that to happen though? After you experiencing living in South Korea, do you want the
first
reunification?
first I want to
You want
I want they reunify
mm,
someday.
But actually,
It's not gonna happen easily.
but it should be. But it's not gonna be easy because
Many conditions around the South Korea and North Korea, like United States, China, Russia, Japan, nobody wants us to reunify
Mm-hmm.
with like a political reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
All of them wants their enemy, like China's enemy is United States, Russia's enemy is United States, like Japan's enemy is like China or North Korea. Like so, they should make their profits.
From their enemies, like
Right.
saying about their enemies, they make their profits. So I think they need the enemy, and the enemy is North Korea, and the situation North Korea and South Korea are divided. The
Mm.
situation they need.
Mm. How about the
So
personal style? Like I was living in South Korea before I moved to America, like 5 years, and I personally experienced a lot of discrimination. And not like all of the defectors like you who thrived, most of them actually struggling to adjust into South Korean society, right? Do you think why is it so hard for North Koreans to be,
Resettling in South Korea? Why do you think
the challenges there?
I think the environment.
Mm,
Where North Korean people are living and South Korean people are living is really, really different. First, the socialism and capitalism is really different, and North Koreans didn't.
Enjoy their freedom before. They
Mhm.
really
Actually, they didn't live their own life. They lived the government's life. Like they just lived the life what the Kim's family wanted.
so when we come here, when we came here, we were just free,
Mm,
but we don't know what to do.
We have never experienced the free situations before. And it may be the problems of education, like and so on. But anyway, the atmosphere and the circumstances is really different. That is the biggest problem, I think.
yeah, I agree.
And the like the accent or like the word or speaking is the second one.
I think the first problem is the
Yeah.
The difference.
Yeah, definitely being free is not easy for sure. It's a lot of responsibility and hard work.
the one of you that made it till the end? You are
I'm not sure. I
Right
don't
now.
think so.
And I'm so enjoying watching your YouTube videos. It's so creative. And you make North Korea like very in a way that normal. Like I think it's very important more people from North Korea talk
Yeah.
about our stories.
yeah. I want to say one thing that most of the people out of the North Korea think that North Korea is really special country. It's like a red demon country. Yeah, it may be right, but
In there still living many ordinary people.
Right.
And it's not different with other places like where the people are living.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the country that normal people are living.
Yeah.
But the normal people are getting suffered
Mm-hmm.
from the devil, from the earth demon. The
Yeah.
people are not demon.
Yeah.
I want to say that. So
Really
I'm
good.
running my YouTube channel like that way.
Yeah. What do you wanna? I really cannot wait for my followers to check your channel out and getting to know your story. Do you have
Yeah, thank
anything
you.
to share with my audience lastly, or do you have any last words?
Last words.
Yeah.
hey guys, hey Yeonmi's subscribers. What's your English name?
My name is Yeonmi. I
Do
just
you have
checked.
English name?
No, I
No.
don't. Like
Hey,
you.
subscribers.
Thank you for supporting her and thank you for subscribing her channel, and please enjoy her channel and please don't misunderstand about North Korea. And
If you have time, please visit my channel too.
That's so cute. So
before I end, guys, I just wanna. I feel so like full right now seeing Kwangmyung sharing his story, as I have done with my activist journey. That North Korea, even though the media is only they talking about nuclear weapons and crazy dictator, there are just normal people like you and me are living there. and that is North Korea. There are people like us, and they have stories to share. I'm so grateful you support me in this journey, and also I hope you to check out Kwangmyung's channel. It's really fun, and it's a secret, he's such a good singer. I cannot like stop listening to singing. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this interview that I had with Kwangmyung, and please let me know if you want to see more of this. Thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.